Right after the terrorist attack in Pahalgam, the Cabinet Committee on Security was convened and 5 very important decisions were taken. Of them, the most important and also the most technical and critical is the suspension of the Indus Water Treaty. Now, why is this so important? Well, this has been a bone of contention between the two countries, India and Pakistan, and right now India very strongly believes, perhaps with some evidence, that the terrorists had handlers in Pakistan and therefore Pakistan must be punished. To begin this punishment, this Indus Water Treaty, which is a treaty which was reached after much negotiations and bargainings and bickerings between the two countries in 1960 under the aegis of the World Bank. Ever since, both the countries, especially India, has not been satisfied with the treaty. However, this treaty is one of those rare pacts between the two countries that has stood the test of 3 or 4 wars. There was the intrusion or invasion of Jammu and Kashmir right after independence. Then there was the 1965 war, the 1971 war, and then the Kargil war in 1999. Yet, through all these 4 wars, this treaty has never been affected. Well, last year, of course, there was talks from India that this might be suspended, and a lot of experts had given their opinion about it and said that this is nearly impossible. Now, why people are saying it once again, especially those who are aware of the infrastructure, aware of the strategic challenges, and also of how important a resource, the waters of the Indus, and the 5 distributaries or tributaries that are there, which flow through India and Pakistan. This is very important to know, to understand how this can be considered a punishment for Pakistan. Let's consider the 6 rivers, the Indus, the Beas, the Jhelum, the Chenab, the Ravi, the Satluj. Now, out of all these 6 rivers, Indus, let's begin with that because the treaty is named after it. It begins from Aksai Chin, travels all the way through Ladakh, and then takes a turn towards the map of Pakistan, as you can see on the screen. While the tributaries and distributaries, out of all of them, 2 of them flow through the Indian part of Punjab. There is, of course, as you know, also a Pakistan part of Punjab. The other 3 rivers pass through the Pakistani Punjab. Now, India has projects on all 5 of them. However, according to the Indus Water Treaty, India is entitled to only 20% of the waters, whereas Pakistan is entitled to 80%. Nevertheless, going by the geography of all these 6 rivers, since they either originate or pass majorly through India, India is entitled to build projects on them. And therefore, we have these very critical projects going on. We have the Tulbul navigation project on Jhelum, and this was revived after the 2016 Uri attack. Despite the surgical strike, it went on. Then there is Kishanganga HEP on Jhelum. Now, this is operational since 2018. That is, despite the suspension of talks between India and Pakistan, under the Modi government, this has gone on. This is a 23 kilometers diversion tunnel. It reroutes the flow away from Pakistan. This has the capability of diverting the waters of Jhelum. Then we have Ratle, which is on Chenab, and this was revived 4 years ago in 2021. It's an 850 megawatts plant that makes Islamabad nervous over potential flow manipulation because they also generate electricity from that. Then there is Shahpur Kandi Dam on Ravi, and this project was cleared in 2018. This is designed to prevent surplus Indian river water from flowing into Pakistan, but this is an under construction project. It is far from complete. It will take years and years to finish this project. And finally, there is the Uj multipurpose project on Ravi tributary, and this was cleared in 2020, just 5 years ago. This is connected to hydro, irrigation, and storage. So what experts are asking right now is, all right, you have declared your intent that you wish to punish Pakistan, and this is peak summer, but it's not that Pakistan will cease to get the Indus waters right away. It will take years and years to build a critical minimum number of dams and reservoirs and canals so that you can divert all the water to India. So is this just muscle flexing as of now? Of course, we are not getting into the speculation whether these 5 decisions taken at the CCS are the be-all and end-all of Modi government's decisions. Maybe there's more to come. We are not going to do any kind of jingoism or warmongering here. But as far as this, as a measure of punishing Pakistan is concerned, effectively, this is quite not working out because the projects are far from over. But yes, a message has been given to Pakistan that India is not just going to sit on this condemnation thing after condemning this dastardly act of attacking and killing innocent tourists in the valley. India is not going to sit pretty right after that. Much more is going to happen, and suspending the Indus Water Treaty sine die, that is indefinitely, is going to hurt Pakistan. That is as far as the intention of India goes. Is this punishment enough for Pakistan? Will suspending the supply of Indus waters to Pakistan give it a listen big enough that it stops sponsoring terrorism? The jury is still out on that.